Welcome to my channel, Raw Fighter. Please support me by subscribing to watch sports news and updates. What are the 5 mistakes Triple H should avoid at WWE Elimination Chamber 2025? Since the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event is the final massive occasion earlier than WrestleMania 41, Triple H and officers have to cautiously determine at the proper outcomes. The display will installation several angles for the showcase of the Immortals at the same time as additionally offering challenges for Cody Rhodes and Rhea Ripley. Some choices can be polarizing, like selecting the ideal winners of every Royal Rumble in shape. Triple H ought to keep away from making the following 6 ability errors on the Elimination Chamber PLE5. Not having Chelsea Green or Natalya on the cardboard. Chelsea Green misplaced to Naomi in a qualifying in shape for the Elimination Chamber. Naomi is likewise a champion, however competed in final years in shape. Green is exceedingly over because of her determination to her character. The Tag Crew Champion probably gained considering the fact that she's better up with inside the hierarchy of the girls' roster. Since the Women's US Champ failed to qualify, Triple H have to discover a manner to get the Canadian on the cardboard in her domestic country. Fighting Michin once more might not flow the needle much, however a larger call could. Along with Green, WWE ought to discover a spot for Natalya. Trish Stratus will crew with Tiffany Stratton in opposition to Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. Kevin Owens promised to satisfy Sami Zayn in Toronto. Green ought to have a few form of position at the display. 4th, no mid-card name suits. The final time Bron Breakker defended the Intercontinental Championship become in opposition to Sheamus at Saturday night's main event in January. Even with one of these latest defense, Breakker has slightly regarded on RAW in 2025. Most of his spots had been restricted to short, behind-the-curtain encounters lasting much less than 5 minutes. Nakamura in Flip gained the US title at Survivor Series in November. He's defended his belt as soon as considering the fact that, in opposition to LA Knight, that become on January 10th, 2025. The King of Strong Style has additionally been used sparingly on SmackDown. Triple H have to treatment this. The mid-card titles are steeped in records and deserve a right showcase. Just due to the fact the girls now have comparable belts would not suggest a specific name has to vanish from programming. 3. Wasting time to push streaming social media influencers. It might not trouble a few fans, however the choice to function streamers and influencers as opposed to full-time wrestlers is polarizing to many within the WWE universe. The Stamford-based Totally Advertising is captivated with its social media numbers due to the fact they may be a big part of the business. The trouble is that without a number of the wrestlers, there would not be a product to sell on the one's structures consistently. The display might move on without Sonya Deville and Baron Corbin. However, the One stars were not champions. Bron Breakker is and has been an afterthought considering the fact that Raw hit Netflix. The Wyatt Six have disappeared. Dragon Lee is a skilled younger super mega celebrity, however slightly seems on Raw. 2. There are no major returns before WrestleMania 41. As for surprises and debut, NXT surpassed his big brothers on the main list. Our partnership with TNA has helped us to provide shocking moments. Mystical factions surged through the stars on the Day of Vengeance. The event also brought some surprising results when Williams and Javon Evans both lost. Ricky Starks appeared last week and promised to turn the NXT to his head. Alexa Bliss and Trish Stratus returned during the Royal Rumble, but other big names were able to appear before WrestleMania 41. Randy Orton, Becky Lynch, Aleister Black. At the very least, it must appear in the removal chamber. 1. Io Sky was overlooked at Elimination Chamber, and WrestleMania Io Sky was one of my favorites for winning the Royal Rumble 2025 until the announcement of the return of Charlotte Flair. Sky came first and took over an hour, but still lost. Thanks to the enthusiastic Rhea Ripley, she was also deprived of her chances in the Elimination Chamber match. PL feels like a slow, then get a random title at the current price. Sky and Ripley should face the WrestleMania 41. She takes shots in RAW, so she removes it from the equation. It is better to use the empty genius instead of raw shots, as the mixture is added to the match or to the chamber. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget about subscribe.